Hi people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Abby Bala. I'm an actress, comedian, and all-around Renaissance woman. I'm currently dating an alien from space, but that's another story. Today we'll be doing a quick video on my likes and dislikes in terms of the United Kingdom, and I'm going to be doing 5 things I hate about the UK. I loathe those things. Number 1 is the tea, okay? The tea. I mean the actual tea these people drink. I know it's all about like the tourism, British tea, London tea. Everyone like buys packets of tea. But the actual tea these people drink is disgusting and embarrassing. They like, the tea is super strong and they put in like tea in the packet straight into the cup, and then they pour milk all over it and loads of sugar, and then they put the hot water into it, and they have this like horrible concoction of milky tea. If you add sugar to it, it's I think called builder's tea, when it's like so strong like the spoon stands up like in the cup to attention because it's like it's basically on yeah, this is the kind of tea I hate. It's an abomination. It's an attack and it's an assault on tea. Who puts milk in perfectly good tea? And everyone's constantly drinking it too. So they're always like, British people don't say hello to you, or if you like come and visit them in their house, they're gonna be like, hi, how you doing? They're gonna be like, a cup of tea. No hello, no nothing. It's like raw straight in there, you know? No Vaseline, nothing. Just cup of tea, dear. And usually it's a no from me. I'm not a big tea drinker anyway, so it's just a no. It's a plain no for me. And they don't take no for an answer. This is the creepy part, okay? Like, so many of my close friends, I feel like they're trying to get me into tea, like it's some kind of a drug, because you'll say no, and they'll just, oh, I made you one anyway, I forgot, because like, you know, like when people ask her if you want a cup of tea, they're assuming you're gonna have a cup of tea. Like, it's not a question, it's a rhetorical question, it's a formality, it's a hello, it's like, you know, the mating dance of tea. So I end up getting these cups of tea that I never drink, and it feels awkward because then like once you get that stupid cup of tea, you can't actually ask for anything else because you look like a total ungrateful piece of ish and a terrible guest. So then I'm stuck with these cups of tea I never drink. I'm always dehydrated, and I feel like the fumes from all the sugar in the milk make me a worse person in general in life, and it's just this kind of unfulfilling cycle. And I feel like I can't start drinking those teas because when I used to live here before, I did start drinking the teas, and I started drinking them on the regular, and I know that fall season is coming, winter season is coming, and I'm gonna end up drinking the milky teas, and I feel like my personality changes when I do that. You know, I start like taking an interest in the Queen, and you know, maybe wearing hats and stuff, or liking Elton John, and oh, it's just, no, it's not for me. The tea thing is real. People are really addicted to it. People have like 5 or 6 cups of tea a day here, and it's like not a big deal, and they're always like wired up, and they drink it in the morning too instead of coffee. And I need my coffee, because without my coffee I'm a bad person. The baseline is not water, it's not orange juice, it's not like, it's nothing like that. It is tea, milky tea, hot milky tea, regardless of season, regardless of room temperature, regardless of personal preference. If someone asks you, if you come here to this country and someone's like, cup of tea, like they will make it for you, whether you want it or not. Like, this is just like, it's not, they don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your needs. It's just about the tea. And I'm sorry if some of my friends are watching this and this is an expose of our relationship, but like, so be it. If it means that I'll lose all my friends here, fine, take your tea and drink it for me, because I'm not gonna ever. Number 2, the Queen. Don't judge me, dude. I know like so many people love the Queen, so many people are like into the Queen, even the royal family, whatever. I just can't. I can't. It's just ingrained into me. It's in every particle of my body, and it's like, you know, just like the idea of living under a monarchy and having a monarch just rubs me up the wrong way. It's like your uncle daddy touched you, and like you're still kind of brushing your teeth from that. You know what I mean? It's just not cool. And I know that it like means a lot to a lot of people here. Maybe you have like a bit of a conservative streak if you're British, and you're like, oh yeah, but it's part of our tradition, it's part of our heritage. Maybe, but the Queen is stealing from you every single day and exploiting you still. Such an archaic system. These people need to not be so rich. They're too rich. They have too much money, too many scandals. it's boring. Even the scandals are boring. They can't come up with a good scandal. They've been exploiting Diana for decades. It's the best they could do. Now they got Meghan Markle and all that. It's just like not interesting, not worth the billions that the taxpayer is paying. Those billions should go to all the people, all the kids who live in the UK today, who live in actual poverty, who don't have enough money to eat. There are children who are not getting enough meals at school in this first world country with this queen who has like billions and trillions of pounds. No. Like, that should be redistributed. I'm not saying like execute them, although Robespierre would have known what to do in this situation. You know, when's the man when you need him? But, you know, I'm not saying take out the guillotine, but maybe. I mean, I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying do. I'm not, you know, I'm just, for legal reasons, I'm just going to say nothing. But, you know, but yeah, like if we can't, you know, put them on trial, let's just you know, let's just not pay them this much money. It's ridiculous. There's children who need this money. They're citizens of this country. They shouldn't be subject to the queen. They should be citizens of their country and make decisions about their country in a proper democracy. That's my opinion on the queen. I know it's really unpopular and I make so many enemies with this opinion about the queen, but it is what it is. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She looks like my grandma, whatever, but she is a gangster and we need to stop her. We need to stop her. Number 3, drinking culture. Okay, the drinking culture in the UK is vicious. And I mean, like, when I say vicious, I mean, like, something you've never imagined before. People don't understand. People don't understand what it's like until they get here. It is, like, weekend time. Like, people are out on the streets of every city, village in the UK, and they're drinking, like, you on purpose don't like eat here. Like when you're out for the night, like it's for drinking, it's not for eating. Those two do not come together, which makes the drunkenness even more potent and faster and more extreme. People go out to get drunk. People go crazy. There's like always like there's like special drunk people police out there in London, in different cities in this country, patrolling the drunken people who are trying to make their way home from the bars and the clubs. And it's just a little bit disgusting. It's like very pub culture based. So people go out to the pubs, and I hate pubs. I hate pubs. They smell bad. I loved them when I was like 21, you know, like, because I thought it was cool because I couldn't do it before I was 21, you know. But I'm not into it now, and I've not been into it for a long time because pubs smell of like stale beer, stale urine sometimes, mainly. There's that like, you know, there's that like old school pub urine smell in the UK that's very signature. It's urine and regret and you know, broken dreams in stale beer, stale ale. It's just not cool. So I know it's a controversial opinion. I know a lot of British people are gonna hate me for saying this. I hate your pubs. I think pubs suck. I think they're pointless and they smell. Okay. Number 4, the NHS. I hate the freaking NHS, and I hate the hypocrisy around it. The NHS is the national health system here in the UK. It's free in that people's from people's taxes. Payment comes out from everyone's taxes, and then people can access it regardless of whether they have insurance or not. It's national insurance, so it's global a global healthcare system here, and it is available to all, and also it is useful to none because it is crap, and it's kind of famous for being crap in Europe. Like if you tell a German person that like you went to an NHS doctor, it's like immediate like sarcasm, and like they know, like everyone knows, like any European country will like, yeah, I went to an NHS doctor, like because it's terrible. It's not to say that all doctors on the NHS are terrible, but the system itself is like really, really bad and failing. Not because it's free, but because it's been privatized, and because it's been kind of abused by various governments over the years. A lot of neoliberal governance going on here in the UK, kind of destroying the social safety net that this country used to have. So basically the joke is when you go to see a doctor on the NHS, like whatever ails you, and I've experienced it myself. I've been on and off to see doctors here in various cities, different parts of the country, to do with various issues. And the answer is always, take some ibuprofen. Like, they're just like, take some ibuprofen, you'll be fine. Like, you know, doctor, I'm having a heart attack. I'm like, you know, I'm having like stomach pains, headache, fever, I don't know, my leg fell off, you know, I'm pregnant, I think I've grown another head. Like, take some ibuprofen, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You don't need antibiotics. That's another thing they always say. It's just crap. Everyone knows it's crap, and it's terrible. And it's terrible. And it's nothing to be proud of. And British people, bless them, they're so proud of their NHS. They're always saying things like, oh, you know, we love, you know, we're so proud, like, no one has this kind of health service, like, it's, you know, only us. Dude, it's everyone else, like, in the entire world. Like, the whole of Europe has an equivalent of the NHS. Many of these systems have been in place way longer than the NHS and are way more efficient. A lot of these countries are former third world countries, Eastern Bloc countries, and they're doing much better than you, when it comes to results, when it comes to waiting times. And definitely nobody's getting ibuprofen there. That's for sure. Disclaimer, it's not the whole of the NHS, but it's just like one of those little European, you know, petty European things that I've come to appreciate and be a part of as a joke. Making fun of the NHS and British people thinking they're great and everybody else knowing that they're not, kind of thing, you know? Number 5, brazen xenophobia and open racism. British people are really good at being openly xenophobic, also racist, far more than you would imagine, far more than in some other countries. And by openly racist, I mean, like, I think it's part of it goes back to like the tea drinking, all that tea, and then they drink a lot of alcohol as well. And they like, just like random people on the street, like random people in a public setting will say racist shit to you. And like, they'll just openly say it in front of like a totally diverse group of people. And it's like, be like, what did I say? It's like that kind of grumpy old man syndrome thing, I think. I've heard some extremely racist things said in super casual situations, sometimes even professional situations, where I'm like, wow, is that even legal to say out loud? That's like a Britain thing for sure. There's just people are a bit more like, maybe it's because of Brexit as well, that like that enabled people to speak up in this way. But like, people just like say stuff. They'll just say stuff to you about you that you didn't really need to know that they were thinking in their, you know, up here. And by British, I mean, you know, mainly English. Like, it's just like all that, like, you know, England being the dominator, the oppressor over the years, that's kind of like pulled other cultures into it within this island. But fundamentally, I'm going to be talking about Britain because that's how, like, you know, these British people that I'm talking about right now, the xenophobia people identify as British, Britannia. And they like, like at the core of this like English Britishness is just a hatred of everybody else. This is island mentality, okay? These people, they're islanders. They only know their little island. They hate everybody else. They hate German people. They hate French people, usually because of the war. Everything goes back to the war, World War II. So, you know, they hate the French because the French didn't fight, and they hate the Germans because they were the enemy, and they hate everybody else because they're inferior to them. They hate Eastern Europeans because they're stealing their jobs. They hate Southern Europeans because they're too cool for school, I guess. I don't know. It's just they envy them. They hate Italians because they're too they're just better than them. They hate Northern Europeans because they're too weird for them, because they're a little too sexually liberated, and they're just, you know, a little bit too boring, so they hate them, and because they're Vikings or something. Who else do they hate? Well, they obviously hate everyone else. They hate everyone in the former empire that they lost. Like, it's just the world, mainly. They also have a major hang-up about the US as well. That's like a big source of xenophobia and hate too, and rivalry. Who else did I not mention? Like, pretty much everyone. South America, Argentina, you know, Falklands / Malvinas. Like, British people are in a conflict with everybody. This is a soap opera. This is like, we're in a soap opera called The British Life. And The British Life means that here in Britain, on this island, we don't like any of you because we're better even when we're worse. And that's just how it is. Okay? And I say I hate that kind of xenophobia, but I kind of enjoy it a little bit too, because it's just so bloody minded, like, to the point, like, delusion, like delusion city. We're still this empire. And I mean, you gotta like, I kind of appreciate that, you know, like we're still plodding on. Maybe I am British now. I don't know. I just don't know who I am anymore. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And those were my 5 things that I hate about the UK, my controversial list. I'm sure there's going to be British people hating on me. I'm relying on the hate for the comments below, so comment below. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Like, dislike my video. Give me attention. I love attention. I know you can do it, British people. I've seen you do it. I've lived it. I've seen it. I'm relying on you. Everybody else, also comment below. What is your experience of the UK? Do you agree with me? Do you like xenophobia and milky tea, or do you dislike it? Let me know. I'm curious to know what you're thinking. I will be back with another video very soon on 5 things that I love about the UK, okay? It's gonna be love, not hate. So stay tuned, and I appreciate you being here. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay amazing, stay glowing. I will see you next time.